Hello everyone. Today we will be learning about flowcharts. In this module we will learn what is a flowchart, what are the various symbols used to draw a flowchart, the features of a flowchart, the advantages and disadvantages of using a flowchart, and few examples of flowchart. A flowchart is a pictorial representation of the steps of an algorithm to solve a particular problem. The process of drawing a flowchart for an algorithm is known as flowcharting. A flowchart uses different symbols to represent different types of instructions which are connected to each other with the help of flow lines. Let us see our various symbols used to draw a flowchart. The first one is a start or stop button. It is oval in shape and it indicates the beginning and end of a flowchart. Next one is a input or output. It is represented via parallelogram and it is used for inputting the variables as well as for displaying the result. The third one is a processing box. It is represented with a rectangle. It is used for calculations. Fourth one is a decision box. It is represented with a diamond or a rhombus. It is used in case of if-else statements where we have to make decisions, like if the condition is this, then this will be performed, otherwise the other part will be performed. Fifth one is flow lines. Those are arrows which indicates the flow of the flowchart, in which direction the flowchart should move. The sixth one is a connector. A circle represents a on-page connector. That means if we have to connect two parts of a flowchart within the same page, then we use a on-page connector. And the last one is a off-page connector. That means if we have to join two flowcharts at different pages, then we use a off-page connector. Now let us see what are the features of a flowchart. A flowchart should always have a single start button and a single stop button. The general direction of flow in any flowchart is from top to bottom or from left to right. The flow lines or the arrows should not cross each other. And the last one is that if a flowchart occupies more than one page, then we should be using off-page connectors to connect the flowcharts. Now let us look at few examples. See the first one. First one, we are calculating a simple interest taking the rate, amount and time as input. So first we have a start button. It is oval. Next we are inputting the amount. It is a parallelogram for inputting. Again we are inputting years with a parallelogram and inputting rate also with a parallelogram. Now we are computing the interest. We are processing, we are calculating. So it is a rectangle. Interest is equal to amount into years into rate divided by 100. Now output interest, we are printing the interest, so it is again a parallelogram for printing the output. And finally we are ending with the flowchart. You see all the lines are connected with arrows or flow lines. So from top to bottom we are moving. From top to bottom we are moving in a line. Start, input, then compute, then output, then end. So there is a flow line, or we are showing the line of the flowchart using arrows, the flow of the flowchart. See the second example. Here we are inputting the temperature, and if the temperature is less than 32, then we will print below freezing, else we will print above freezing. So here we have a if-else statements. So whenever we have a if-else, we have to take a decision. We will use a rhombus or a diamond, or that is known as the decision box. So see that from the beginning, start. Next comes reading the temperature, inputting the temperature in a parallelogram. Now the decision box or the rhombus. Here it will check whether the temperature is less than 32. If it is true, see it is written there yes. If it is true or yes, then it will print below freezing. Else if it is false or no, then it will print above freezing. See both the print statement is in a parallelogram because it is an output statement. And finally we will end. Here too the entire flowchart is connected using flow lines or arrows. The flow is from top to bottom. Advantages of a flowchart. Communication. The pictorial representation of the flowchart provides better communication. Effective analysis. The flowchart is a pictorial representation, hence, it helps the programmers to analyze the problem in detail. Proper documentation. Flowchart serves as a good programming documentation. Efficient coding. Flowcharts act as a roadmap for programmers. It gives a clear idea to the programmers about how to write the program. Proper debugging. Using a flowchart, we can systematically detect, locate and remove the mistakes from the program. Efficient program maintenance. The maintenance of operating a program becomes easy with a flowchart. Disadvantages of a flowchart. Complex logic. Sometimes the flowchart becomes very clumsy when the program logic is complex. Alterations and modifications. If alterations are required, then we need to redraw the flowchart. Reproduction. As symbols cannot be typed, so reproduction of the flowchart is difficult. Hope the concepts associated with a flowchart is clear to you. Thank you.